Día a día del género urbano. Género urbano.
As promised. Is P in the building?
Hello.
Did he get here?
There you go.
Did he get here? What's up, Preston?
You good?
Yeah. What's up, fam? What's up, man? Y'all got gear for me? Yeah, we got what's up, my homie? Shit. Yeah, lace me up here. Quit playing, nigga. Lace me up, nigga. Drop all my shit.
You know when
Put it on camera. Put it in the middle right there. They can see the shit.
we gonna wait. I gotta get some motion. I gotta get you some shoes.
I gotta see this though. I gotta show this though, man. Come on, man. Quit playing. Put that shit in the middle. What's up, man? Put this shit in the middle, man. I just been dropped off a package. Man, this shit heavy as a motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh shit. My package has arrived, man. I told y'all people wasn't playing, man. He got tater chips. Man, them boosty chips good as a motherfucker.
So look, Snoop, let me tell you what I want to do, right?
Come on now, talk to me.
When we go live, so I got this album for the No Limit Chronicles. I want to do like how you did. Just I want to listen to some music with you, some of these songs, and see what the fans think.
Let's vibe out.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's
That's
vibe
what
out.
I want to do.
So y'all gonna tell us which one of these motherfucking records he need to put out first.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what y'all gonna do.
Then me and you gonna do an OG remix.
Come on.
We gonna come in this bitch and go crazy. One more time for the street.
Come on now.
All right. Shit, let me go get ready. Why just go?
Give me that line right there, Jay.
All right. Grab that for me right there, and then let's get them shoes. Yeah, get all the shoes out my car.
We go to the back.
All right.
We go to the back together.
That nigga laced me up, man. I got so much shit, it don't make no sense. Damn, look at this.
Where my head at?
Yeah. See, that's that thing right there.
Give him that mask
Yeah,
too.
bro, give me that.
got the
That's
mask.
what go with it.
Yeah, the mask go with
Go
it.
with it.
And then we know you like to wear blue, so we got
Come
this
on,
mask
God,
for you
good
too to
looking
go.
out. Thank you,
We got a shirt in there
Thank
for
you,
you.
my nigga know. He know my shit. Come on, P. I'm with the green, but the blue is what I'm true to. Hello. Now. Oh, man, I'm laced in.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see which one of these I can wear on there. No limit, man. I tried to told you. Lord have mercy. No, they didn't. King Kong, man. No limit, man.
King Kong.
Yeah, King Kongin, man. P ain't playing no game. Energy drink, you hear me? Give me something to put on, man. They got too much gear in here. There's something in here that's gonna match what I got on. It's for girls, huh? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is dope.
We gonna drink
I
later.
like that tank. That's what they said on the show.
King
I
Kong.
like that
King.
tank.
Yeah, that tank was the infamous.
Yeah, let me see you say that King Kong again. King Kong.
Get you some of that King Kongin. Master P, no limit. Energy drink.
Yeah, that's like that. They say how Red Bull and vodka, gin and juice. That's the new gin and juice. Gin and Kong.
Hey,
Gin
all
and
in one.
Kong.
There's so much shit up in here.
All right, so we are gonna be right.
We're gonna be right in
If
the
you
middle.
guys
Right
are going live, I want to show you what it looks like when it's sideways.
shit, they done slid some motherfucking bud in here too. You didn't think I was gonna see that, huh, Pete? Yeah, nah.
Limitless.
Nigga said, nah. Oh, yeah.
This is what it looks like when it's horizontal like that. You want me to flip
Yeah,
it?
flip it, make it right. Show me what it look like. I like making motherfuckers lay down looking at me. All right, flip the camera so they ain't got to lay down sideways to see me.
Let me just try one more thing.
They be getting mad when I do that to them.
Yeah.
I don't know no better. I'm sorry.
All right, so you're gonna be sitting right there.
Yeah, one here, one here. We're gonna move this out the way. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna sit in this one because I like the way this one sit.
Okay.
And Pete tall, I'm gonna get Pete that one. We're gonna move this one.
Any more light? No.
So we're still on live, just so you guys know.
Oh, we was on live?
That don't lie. That's all I do.
Oh.
People tap in with me. They experience a lot of shit with me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't do Facebook Live?
I don't do none of that shit. I don't fuck with all that. I stay with this Instagram shit. Me and Instagram got a nice little understanding.
Okay.
Don't we, Instagram? Don't we got understanding?
Mm-hmm.
That nigga P come through like a motherfucker.
Yo, so much gear.
Damn, I forgot this how he do shit.
Everything.
This nigga don't just bring you one motherfucking a bag of chips. This nigga brought the inventory.
Well, yeah, what do we have in the
Give
warehouse?
Snoop 2 months of tater chips. Give him 6 months energy drink.
Last
Give him
time-
8 months of t-shirts. Give him 9 months of sweatsuits. This nigga will just drop off one thing. He make sure you taken care of for a while. You understand me?
And in case you...
And then he dropped me off some Limitless. Lord have mercy, P. I didn't know you was in my game. Let's see what you working with.
He trying to get that back
What the fuck you working with? I don't want to open this bullshit ass
I
packaging.
can't get that on tape.
Yeah, we can get some scissors.
I got a child food bag. I always say that shit about these child food packages. Like, just make it too hard on a real nigga. Just give me my goddamn weed. Yeah. We aim to provide our consumers with quality and quantity. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother P. We'll see what you working on. We'll break this shit on up and see what it takes. Right? You hear me? Did you get it yet? Did you get it yet? Did you get it yet? I swear I'm backwards that I had some in there somewhere. I just brought a pack in here. You see him keeping?
Let me check.
I know I got some in the back. My back room.
I'll check the back.
No, look in my back room, right? There should be a box something right by the refrigerator. On top of the refrigerator. Ain't that something right there? Right there.
Yep. I'm blind
Well, I
as
can't see, but goddamn, you walk right past me. I usually need my motherfucking reading glasses.
I'm blind as
You
a
want to borrow
bat.
mine?
I might.
We should do
No, mine
the
is
red
right there.
and the
Read
blue.
it,
Is any engineer here?
No.
not that I know of.
But we can get it.
Then you want to come here because we may need to play some music back.
Chris is coming at 5.
Yeah, we want to need an engineer for him.
What time?
Like ASAP. I mean, tell me how to do it.
I know how to play music on
It just depends on how you got your music. You got it on USB, email, what?
So what I wanted to do to go back old school for the people that did, I made CDs. So
Ooh,
tell me, know what I'm
nigga, all
saying?
my cars got
All
CDs.
right.
You want to sit in the car and shoot one, nigga?
It
Cause
don't matter.
my car's got the beat. We may need to do one like that too, just to do one, just sitting in the old school car. 'Cause I remember you had that chameleon car,
Yeah.
used to change colors. Whatever happened to that thing?
Shit, I got rid of it. That bitch kept breaking down.
that nigga car used to change colors. He'd be at this light, and the next light he'd be at that motherfucker's a whole new color. What kind of paint scheme was that?
That was
it. A hologram?
that was I think it was a '96 Impala.
It was Impala, but the
Yeah.
paint was.
Yo, the paint was that. That's what I made on these shoes. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, your shoes got the paint on it?
I did. Let me show you.
Nigga, don't play no
I'm
games.
telling you, I got it on these shoes. Watch this shit. I had to get something loud for you, Snoop, just in case sometime you want to be seen.
Nigga, you
'Cause
know
I know what you do. I know what you do.
These is sweet, nigga. You know I'm gonna rock these, nigga. And my son is stealing from me. 'Cause that nigga's he's a shoe thief.
Yeah.
This is right up his motherfucking alley. Let me make sure I hide these from his hot ass. What's the color scheme in this car right here?
We call that noun labels.
Oh, it do look like a motherfucking pack of strawberry now later with pineapple and cherry. Okay, and that motherfucking tropical punch in there too. These motherfuckers is now later. Which one can I wear on air? I need to wear some on
Keep
air.
looking. I just whatever you want to wear.
All right, I gotta put one of them on. Try them out, see which one fits the occasion. He's sweet.
That's in case you won't run in the woods. You know what I'm saying? That's them animals right there.
Oh, them hard. Them is hard. Can I, am my camera, y'all seeing this shit? Are these available, P?
Yeah, go to Manyati.com. MONEYATTI.com.
You heard that. Go to Manyati.com and get you some. And stop trying to be like me and get your own pair. Look how these motherfuckers sit with my uniform I got on. They match with my green. Look at this shit. Look how that shit coordinates. See how that green coordinates? Let me see what else you got in there for me, P. That shit is hot. To the jungle we go.
I know you're going to like those. I got your 13 because they run tight. They like running shoes.
That's the size my son wear. I know he gonna
Nah,
steal
you gonna fit them better.
Love stealing my shit, even if he can't fit them. Lord have mercy. Look at these here. White and blue? Oh, wait, look how they come. Oh, Lord, look at this one. The reveal. Oh, God, these is hard. These is the ones I can wear right now.
You got a shoehorn in there too. Look at that. Because you know you're a boss. Go look in the back. You got a shoehorn in there. They all come with a shoehorn.
Like that?
Yeah.
Look at this shit here. If y'all don't know what this is, this helps you get your foot in there. That's boss shit. You put your foot in there, you scoop it in there like that. I can't teach you, I'm gonna show you. That's real player right there. I don't even think I'm gonna need the shoehorn on mine. And they already opened up for you. You got them open where you just slide them on it. Oh man, go ahead, P. Yeah, that's me right there. Okay, I like that too. I'm gonna look at the last two, but these just too sweet. I couldn't pass these by.
Them the ones Charlemagne want.
Oh, Charlemagne the guy?
Yeah, he want them. Man, send me some. I say they coming though.
Charlemagne, you got to wait in line, nigga. You know I'm first. Quit acting like that. We on P's Christmas list, nigga. I'm first. Back up. Yes, how they look? You get that? And they already laced up. G-style. More we go. Ooh,
I know you like the Lakers.
oh shit.
I know you like the Lakers. So
Damn, he gonna make me take these off of these. Damn, that nigga popped a Laker purple on a nigga with the animalistic zebra background.
I know you wild, so I had to give it to you.
God damn, P. I may have to trade these in for these.
Like, go trader.
And that purple car I got outside.
Yeah.
That motherfucker go nice. Ooh, that indigo, right, Jazz?
Yes.
Indigo.
With my gin company. Lord have mercy, P.
The purple velour suit.
Yeah, exactly, right? I got a whole outfit for that already. Oh, look at this nigga now. Look at him. Look how he gonna pimp me out on the end. That's a reptile on there, too. Y'all see that? That's where you can get your order at. You go to this site right here and get your order on. Get you some. Quit waiting in line. Go and get your own. I'm gonna put these on. These are real fun. With them Laker ones.
Ain't no more Gucci and Versace. You know what I'm saying?
No, they out of here.
Why we can't do it?
No, that's what we gonna do.
Yeah,
They ain't about the culture no way.
yeah.
We seen your hustle from the ground up.
Oh,
It's
yeah, no,
respect.
we gonna go crazy. Let me get my thing. I'm ready to go.
What's that?
Dish soap and bleach.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Only Snoop Dogg does an unboxing with the back.
Now you see where I get it from? And you see Snoop Dogg doing all kind of business? It's the nigga that told me. This nigga was selling tater chips and all kind of shit back in the day. We was like, this nigga got tater chips. And look now. You gotta be smart, you gotta be edgy, you gotta be willing to go out there and try different businesses that ain't been tried before. And make them yours and believe in it.
Blaze a path.
Yeah, ain't no limit. I'm glad I was taught by Master P. Shake that off.
That shoehorn is a great idea.
Ain't it?
too.
You know how many times? Look, you know how many times you have trouble trying to put some shoes on? You need to slide in them real quick.
Yeah, especially if you lace them up first and then you want to just slip your feet in.
All right, that's a long shot right here.
What you doing?
Putting together some of this limitless, you know, LSC,
Get my mother on
you know, Master P. He's doing it all now, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect nothing less. But it's just shocking to me that he's in my game now. This is my game. I don't see what kind of level he in. You know, I'm gonna tell him the truth because he always loved me for that. That's why he put it in there so he gets some feedback. And then once he gave it to me, he can get some good feedback. It's like, no. Nigga, I'm the colonel of this motherfucking tank. Y'all after big things, I'm after big bank. Third world hustler. Trying to get rid of all you and you busters. Shout out to my nigga Moby Dick. That's the ice cream man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Look good, people?
Yes, sir.
On my Instagram Live, it look real good. Nice and clean.
Nice and clean. Got a nice wide frame so you can push in if you need to.
I'm just going to make it less slanted.
And then I'm just gonna hang y'all off the cards.
Huh?
I'm just gonna give y'all the cards
The car?
straight from the camera.
Oh, you is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hang off.
That way you got our footage and y'all footage.
Oh, okay.
I told P that. He said he got somebody shooting, but we still just want to get y'all. That way you can double down on all sides of the footage.
Okay.
My shit gonna be stationary, it ain't moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you play music, you'll play it in the cars or
Oh, right here. We play something right here. And then he got his shit on CD. The CD may be dope too.
put in the whip.
Hell
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That burgundy
Yeah.
with the
That truck,
back, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
That
Lift the
motherfucker.
truck
that
up.
motherfucker bad.
That motherfucker.
And you
Yeah,
can
get
hit
that
your
ready, people.
switches
Do that
and
play
shit.
CDs too?
Let me go check.
It do.
It do. I think it do.
It
do.
do.
It do. It do.
Get that motherfucker lined up for the beat thing.
All right.
And do the slow,
Nigga,
let
yeah.
him see that shit come up.
But even the way that shit sound. The test
sound
record is fuck them other niggas. We always test that record in there.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah, you do. We did that last week.
That's when you know you got humps once you put that in there.
Okay, Pete. Shit.
Got some kick?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna let you roll up some too, kid.
All right.
You got some nice kick to it, Pete.
Yeah.
They didn't run a fast one on you.
Come on, man.
I know you don't smoke. You know niggas can run a fast one on you because you don't smoke, nigga.
I had bars in there with me.
Okay, well, it is.
I had bars in there with me.
You know I'm the grand professor. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you.
that's
what
why
it
I'm
is.
bringing it to you.
That's what I just said on camera. I said the nigga brought it to me to let him know if they ran a fast one or slow.
Yeah.
This shit got kicked to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that me?
Look, this the thing that changed color
Like
like
that
that.
call.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's jazz. You should have seen that nigga
Iridescent.
Apollo. That nigga shit looked just
That
like
is
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
The chameleon.
That's what we used to call that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
They changed colors like a
Yeah.
straight chameleon.
And then the sunlight and shit.
It's way good, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we on the lock off here.
So
I'm gonna leave it
I'm
on
giving
the
your
court.
people the card
Okay.
to that footage.
Okay.
That's gonna be just locked off straight in
Cool.
one motion. This
Cool.
is the live thing, but at the
All
same
right.
time, we're gonna give you that so you can double back
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We here.
And then if you
Let
want
me, let me
to,
see that weed thing, man. Let me show them. Come see this. We gonna show them what it is. So y'all know, this that soldier bud right here. It's called Limitless, and so the great thing about this, Snoop, is not just recreation. We giving back to all the veterans. You know, my grandfather. That's where this came from. He used to have to sneak and get weed. And
Get to take care of his illness.
Yup, before he passed, we in the hood hustling. We had to get him some weed, but now, we able to put veterans on, salespeople and stuff like that. So I feel like this brand is bigger. This called pain medicine. We want to take this for the pain for the veterans. We hiring veterans and giving them opportunities. So
And that's dope because my dad is a Vietnam vet.
yes,
So I can go ahead and break bread and give him a little bit of that because
Yes.
he's going to try to take a little bit anyway. I
Yeah.
can put something to the side for him. Give me a few bags for him, please.
Yeah, I got
2
you.
bags will last him a whole year.
I got you.
You know them niggas from Vietnam, they roll pinheads, man. He gonna make it work.
And people don't realize, when we talking about African American ownership and creating companies and brands, Sonya's involved in this. My baby mama and my dad is involved in this.
Yes, sir.
Big P. He wanted to come see you, but he had
that's
to
my
get
guy.
back. Yeah. Oh man, he was waiting for you.
I just put some footage up when I seen him in New Orleans
Yeah.
at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
I just popped that footage up
Yeah.
the other day. Shout out to Big P,
Yeah.
the biggest P of them all.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all, we gonna turn up. If we could listen to some music, we gonna do something different for y'all.
And give y'all some real conversation.
Yeah,
A lot
some
of-
real
A
conversation.
lot of guys need game, Pete.
Yeah.
And it's like the game that you gave me. They see me doing my thing and doing businesses and branding out and doing different things, but they don't know that I got that from you.
Yeah.
And where did you get that from? And how did you decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna be the first businessman in rap. I ain't gonna just be a rapper. I'm gonna be a / businessman and have brands.
Well, I think it was important for me, Snoop, to where I feel like I came from nothing. I got the game from my grandparents, Big Mama and Big Daddy, and they always wanted us to have something in life. And it's like, we in a project, we starving, we hurting, and it's like, in order for us to survive this, somebody got to go out and create something.
Right.
And so me, my whole life been like, man, I got to go create something. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm appreciative because, even you look at the documentary, I never was trying to be the best rapper in the world. You was one of the best rappers that ever came to our team, you and Mystical and Mia X. And but my thing was, I know I could hustle, I know I'm a businessman, and I said if I could help y'all with y'all careers, then I could just keep flourishing. And I think a lot of people, Snoop, that when they watch this documentary, it's some people that's not in there, and some people in your life, you don't talk about because they wasn't a part of the journey.
Right.
They was a part of the season.
Right.
In the Bible, they say people have seasons. And so when I first was in Richmond and then went to Oakland, when people see me, they thought I was a country boy. Like,
Right.
okay, they see
Right.
me, know Pete got bread. Let's try to get him in the studio. Let's get his brick. So I want everybody to know, everybody that ever did business with me got paid for everything they did. Most of them got overpaid.
Right.
And it's like, how could you still be upset 25 years later because you're not on this journey? Most of them never was on any hit records with us.
Right.
So the people that's in this document, I want y'all to know, these are the people that paved the way. We sold millions of records. When Snoop came from Death Row, came to us, he had a whole different mindset. And that's what I was trying to do with you, to show you that you don't need to think that way you used to think.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you taught us how to think outside of the box because we was only used to thinking we can only be hood or we can only be around the corner. You showed us how we can get outside of the box by even putting us on everybody's project. When we rapped on other people's projects, that helped them, that helped us, and that helped the fans grow with the whole No Limit community.
But let me tell you something what's crazy, Snoop. So when you signed with us, the whole world was looking at Suge and me to go head and head, and it really wasn't about that. It was just a business deal. When you came to me, I told you a lot of stuff, dog. We not into that. We ain't into no beefing.
Right.
We ain't into no talking about people. None of that shit.
Right.
You remember when we sit down?
Let it go. You
Yeah,
told me
let
to
it go.
be a man and move forward and think about my family and
Yes.
my life, and you moved me down south So I didn't have to deal with all of this negative shit that I was constantly pulling me back and forth.
Yeah, but look how God changed your life and gave you so many blessings when you decide to do the right thing.
Right.
And that's what I want this generation that's watching this saying, you know, because we was all wild and crazy.
Right.
And so my thing is, and we never think about it, during that journey, even when Suge and them was going down or whatever, it was our time. I ain't never said nothing
You
negative.
extended your hand to them niggas.
Yeah.
I seen you show them love
Yeah.
at a concert that they came to, and you let them niggas in.
Yeah.
So you was on some different shit. You
Yeah.
was as far as like being about black businesses. You was about learning and teaching.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I felt like you was the bigger man. That's why we won at the end of the day, because we put God first, and we didn't use that ignorant shit and try to match ignorant with ignorant.
Yeah, but that's why God keep blessing us. That's why 20-something years later we free and alive. That's what people have to realize. And you know, I did let them in that night and said, man, if y'all won't come party, come on party. Just don't be about no, you know what I'm saying? And then, but that's why I tell people you got to put your trust and faith in God. God let murderers, he let prostitutes into heaven. That's when I understood that. I said, man, let me start getting my life together.
Right. Stop trying to judge people.
Exactly. And
But
do
do
right.
better.
And none of us perfect.
Nah, we
Think
all
about
make
it.
mistakes.
Yeah, we all in bed. We work in progress.
Right.
And so I think this what I want people to get out of this too, because they look at it, think it's gonna be a no limit death row thing. No, it ain't about that, man. How come y'all ain't put Suge up against Jimmy Iovine?
Right.
Let's
Or
be
Warner
honest.
Brothers.
Or Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
Think
or
about it.
Sony Records.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, but you want to pit him up against the black man that's doing the same thing, trying to help out young black men get out of the hood and teach us ownership.
Yeah.
But see, that's the system. But we broke the system.
Yeah.
Because now me and Suge got a great relationship.
Yeah.
I got a great relationship with P, with
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, with everybody,
Yeah.
because I learned from P to forgive and forget and try to move forward and try to help us elevate as a people. So I'm about us as one, not
Man,
just me.
let me tell you something what's crazy, right? In California alone, it's no celebrities have did much as me and you for the community. Think about it. I don't care who it is. We always in the community. We always helping the kids. That's why the community always rooting for us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I've been in here 25 years giving back, and I'm not even from here.
And sometimes you don't even have a camera on
Yeah.
the things that you
Yeah.
give back to.
Yeah.
See, that's the part that we are great at.
Yeah.
Some stuff we don't even want y'all to know about.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it from our heart, so it don't need to be filmed or broadcast
Yeah.
or some big production to bring it across to you.
So me and Janelle have started a project called Urban Born, and people don't realize this. Some of the first kids that was in our program, and it's a true story. You could check the facts on this. One of our first kids in our program was Nipsey Hussle. So Nipsey Hussle came and was like, look, man, if you do the right thing, we're going to help you.
Right.
And that's how I built the relationship with him. People don't realize. They think it's through music.
Right.
Like I had a program to help kids off the street, gang bang and all this type of stuff. It's called Urban Born. Y'all can check that out. Go pull it up. He was one of the first kids in our program.
Wow.
And to see how now, after he died, he ended up being so famous. But when he was here, nobody gave him his flowers. Nobody cared about the same music, Snoop, that ended up going. And that's why us being here today, we're going to share that love. I'm going to tell y'all something. This man is incredible. We're going to give him his flowers while he's here, because think about it. You didn't have to change. I got a bunch of people in my family that didn't change. They still ignorant. They still on the same thing. I like your whole movement because you decided to say, look, man, we ain't scared of nobody, because you know where we come from. A gay man will kill you. A little man will kill a big man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's so easy for us to be negative towards each other. All these rappers dying young. What about us doing right and teaching them the game? They don't want to show that. They don't want to showcase that. They don't want to showcase me and Suge did a business deal.
Right. That's what it was.
See what I'm saying? A business deal.
Yeah.
So I tell people all the time, one man trash is another man treasure.
Hello.
That's how I looked at it. Like he couldn't see it that, man, you got a brand new car, but you thinking that car using this. Oh, I'm like, okay, give me that. I'm gonna put some paint on there and some wheels on
some
it.
music.
But I believed in you. You know that from day one. I showed you I believed in you. I'm not faking. I'm like, dude, I looked up to you as an artist. I was just a dude hustling. So you really put the work in to do this stuff.
Right.
But me, I was a dude off the street getting bread. You know that I'm like, man, if I get good people around, that's all I want. Did I ever tell anybody who want to leave, man, you owe me money, you going to put me in on your deals,
No, man.
I'm going to break somebody's leg and all that
Hey,
shit and shoot somebody?
When I left, I started my label.
Yeah.
I put out the East Siders, Doggy Style. I put out all kind of shit that went platinum, and you didn't ask me for a fucking dollar.
Yeah.
And you could have got percentages.
To this day,
overrides,
have I ever
plus-
asked you for anything?
Never. Never.
And see, that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, No Limit is a university. I want to see everybody that come through that blossom. But everybody not going to make it if they not committed. If they don't put the work in. Or they don't believe in themselves. You know, you got to believe in yourself. It's like a basketball. When I first started doing music, I was a street dude. But I wasn't that good. So I was in the Bay. People was laughing at me.
Right.
Saying all this stuff. And that's what I'm showing in the documentary. It wasn't easy. I just didn't blow up. So it's almost like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got cut out of high school.
Right.
He wasn't the best player on the team, but he put the work in and got better and got better.
You outworked everybody.
That's what I did.
You outworked everybody because you had Jay Prince. You had all these brothers that was
Yeah.
doing it, and you came and got information from them. And once you got that information,
I ran
you
with it.
ran with it. You
And
ran
I-
a different race.
And I celebrate them to this day.
And you gave them they love as
Man.
far as what they taught you. Like
Jay
even put
Prince,
Tony Draper on
Tony
there.
Draper.
Like these is niggas that I know.
Uncle Luke.
I know what they meant to the game
Yeah.
before Snoop Dogg was in the
Yeah.
game. Like that's why I always praise my G's.
Yeah.
I can't really give a lot of love and respect on that GOAT level to this to my peers as much as I can to niggas that came before me.
Yeah.
And the brothers that laid down the foundation, all those black labels from Uncle Luke to
Yeah.
Tony Draper to Rap-A-Lot Records,
Yeah.
they was the foundation of what
Yeah.
you did. And once
Yeah.
you got it, you ran a different race.
And guess what? We never hated on each other.
Never.
We never got mad that one got this, because in business it go up and down. So what I learned in business is that you got to know when to cash out. And when we went this high, Snoop, when it was time to cash out, I cashed out and kept it moving.
Right.
And so I think a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, but you don't look at even Project Records. Till this day, Project Records cashed out because they learned that from the white folks how to cash out. We don't teach that to our people.
Leave while you
and go
good.
start something else.
Yes.
Diversity. That's what people don't realize. It's like, you know, everybody tells us, oh, man, do one thing. If I did one thing, I'll be done right now.
Being able to have a multifaceted way of doing business, it shows you
Yeah.
how to diversify your
Yeah, because
portfolio.
especially if it's stuff that you know go with what you're doing.
Man, I remember when you had a gas station and
Yeah.
stores in the mall.
Yeah.
And, like, that shit was inspiring to me.
Yeah.
Like, when I seen that, that made me want to have what you had, but it didn't make me envious of you.
Yeah.
It made me want to learn from you.
Yeah.
It made me want to be a student. How is Pete doing it? How is he winning? How
Yeah.
is he having a label and giving niggas great situations? Now, if you blow it,
That's on you.
you blew it. But
Man,
I
if
seen
that-
you give everybody the same situation. I got
And
the
that-
same
and that's what-
situation that everybody got on No Limit. My shit was no different than
Yeah.
anybody else's.
But you outworked everybody. You came
But
to
you
work.
gave us all
I
the
gave,
work.
I gave everybody the
You
opportunity.
said, look, it's 30 albums we finna put out.
Yeah.
We in the ice cream shop every motherfucking day. It open from this time to this time.
Yeah.
We working on this album. Now, either you gonna get on it or you not.
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers that was there hungry, we in there asleep.
Let
going
me
to
tell y'all
Wi-Fi,
something
right.
about this man. He jumped on every record, every project. He hustled like he had nothing, like he was a new person in the game. That's what I respect about him. Same way I hustle. Pass me that bag right there, Snoop. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. You never gonna stop me because I got product. So I went from the rap game, making music, as big as smalls. That's some chips, Migos. When nobody believed, Cardi B on the bag. Shout out to James Lindsay. That's my partner, man. Sometimes you got to get people that understand what you don't understand. It's called finding experts, and that's what we did in the music business. When Snoop found me, I was an expert at making money in it. That's why we here. So we got.
And when you gonna make some Snoop Dogg tape chips?
They
Goddamn
coming.
it, you throwing all these chips out here.
Look.
I ain't seen one bag with my goddamn
You know what?
face on it.
We gonna get on Taz for that because he's too slow. Right now, Snoop.
Boosie got the best one, so I can't even front. That
We got the
Boosie
Boosie chip. Snoop coming soon.
I
So
got to
me
come.
and you gonna make the deal before I leave today.
Let's cut the
And
deal,
look,
B.
we got the noodles. This all look.
Come on, man. You even got Uncle P's rice.
I got the Uncle P rice.
Playing.
We
I
gonna
need
cook
this right
something.
now. I'm cooking some chicken right now. I need
Go ahead. You gonna cook that,
When?
Snoop? Hold up. And then let me show y'all something, right? We got noodles. Who that is? That's the Boosie noodles.
No,
You
it
know?
ain't.
Yeah, that's the Boosie noodles.
now.
Come on, man. That's hot.
Come on now.
That's hot.
Look at Boosie. Look at your nephew.
I got E40. We representing the Bay.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me
And
what
now
you
we
want.
need you.
You got
we
to
need
have-
Los
you got to
Angeles.
have a dog,
we
man.
need Los Angeles.
Come on, man. Get it in.
I got some pancakes. That's the Master P, Uncle P pancakes
no,
right
no,
here.
he didn't. No, he didn't. We trying out all this.
Yeah, that's the Uncle P pancakes. Hold up. And then when you got them pancakes, I got some syrup for you.
No, you don't.
Come
Uncle
on, man.
P, sir.
Ain't no more Uncle Ben and Aunt your mama. None of that. Y'all know we legit hustling right now. Ain't nobody gonna out hustle me.
No.
Ain't no youngster out here gonna out hustle me.
Never will.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to get something else. Oh, hold on. Give me that drink. That's the No Limit Energy drink, King Kong. So I don't know if y'all drink
Red
Bull, any of that stuff, the Bang or whatever. I call this cotton candy. It has no aftertaste, and it have me up all day. That's how I do all this. I'm just telling y'all. What you think?
I'm really not a sample kind of nigga, but this shit is good. And my team will tell you, I done commercial where I won't drink this shit. That nigga that paid me a whole lot of money, I be like, I ain't drinking that shit.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But
Hey,
why
Killer, I think you would like this. My nigga Kev is a red
give
Bull.
him one of those.
That nigga's a red
Give him
Bull
one of those. I want you
phenom.
to tell me.
He's a
Hold up.
phenom.
You got to come over here, dog.
Come on, Kev.
Come over here because we don't want. Hold on. Wait for you pop it. We won't come on over here.
Yeah, tell us what that motherfucker do, because you a real motherfucking...
Come sit right here and drink this thing. I want you to tell me. Come on, hold up. Come sit down for 1 second.
That's right there.
What you think?
Yeah, I could do that.
See what I'm saying?
I could do that.
Red Bull, y'all in trouble. So I'm just telling y'all right now, we call this King Kong because we go wild. You know what I'm saying? We straight from the jungle.
King Kong.
King Kong. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
they can't
sir.
stop us because we King Kong.
That's big business.
Mm-hmm.
So P, what you been doing on the music tip? Like, you know, everybody know that you got all these different business hands, but musically, have you decided to put back out some of that old school No Limit music, or what you on right now?
So I have a lost tape that I'm gonna play for you, and I want you to tell the world, and I want the world to tell us what they think about it, because, and then, you know, we OGs now. I want to do this last album with you called The Last OG.
Come on, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I'll come in here and go do how we used to do. Sleep in here and let's go. Let's pop it on and we
yeah, that's 2 weeks.
But for the No Limit Chronicles, you know, the documentary is #1. Tonight is going up again. It's going to get even bigger. And we built a dynasty, you know, and it's not a one-man army. I think all my soldiers, I salute all of them, from you, Snoop, to Mystical, to Silk, to Mia X, to Fiend, Mr. Servon, my brother C Murder, Free Corey Miller, Mac, Soldier Slim, R.I.P.
Steady mobbing.
Yep, Steady Mobbing, R.I.P. Magic, R.I.P. Fifth Ward Weeby, Crazy, man. It's just so many. I could go down and down and down the list, man.
P, you know what's crazy is how me and Fifth Ward Weeby became friends. And
Yeah.
Spitter and Soldier Slim and like all
Currency.
The, come on,
I
man,
mean,
all the niggas that was kids when I was there have grown into grown men, and we still manage that relationship and we still love each other, man.
Man, Mia X son rapping now, Mystical son rapping.
What?
Yeah, shout out to Romeo,
Yes,
Symphonique,
sir.
my kids,
Yes, sir.
man. All my kids, man. You know, my boys, Hersey and Mercy, they balling right now. They doing their thing. And, man, it's just a blessing, bro, for us to still be alive. You know what we done been through, Snoop. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how you can't celebrate that?
Yeah, that alone needs to be celebrated. The struggles and the hustles that we had to get where we at.
Man, it's crazy.
If they only knew. If we had a camera on every day of our life, it'd be a motion picture every minute.
And look how good God is when you do right, man. That he'll give you tenfold.
Yeah.
He'll take from the wicked and give to the righteous.
Oh,
And that's what people don't realize. A lot of people don't have nothing now because they was wicked.
Right,
Think about it.
right.
And they mad at us because we still, look how we've been helping the community, helping the kids, giving back. And then the show. This show #1 with a little no promotion because it's raw, it's real. This is what the people want to see.
And they want to know what went into making
Exactly.
No Limit. What did it take for P to become Master P?
And we still celebrating other people from North. We celebrating Cash Money.
Yeah.
You know, when those guys, when our time was coming down, they was coming up. That's what it. I could have brought them and signed their whole company. But guess what? God had a bigger plan for them.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to look at. But they always put us up against each other.
When it should be, nah, this is a brother allowing the company to grow on their own and get their own.
When I talked to that man, Snoop, he had his own vex. I always tell people, you don't need to be with a boss if you're your own boss.
If you feel that about him, you know he didn't need that.
Nah, he ain't need it.
Come on, man.
And
You
look
know
what
that.
he did. Look what he ended up doing.
Bossed up. Him and Slim bossed up.
Man, I end up doing a song with with Lil Wayne. It's called Power. I gotta let you hear this thing, man. And
that's so overdue. You and him.
Yeah. You know, Lil Wayne, the best rapper ever come from New Orleans.
Off the top.
I'm gonna be real. Him and Mystical. You know
him
what I'm
and
saying?
Mystical. When I say Soulja Slim,
Soulja.
If he'd have had more time,
yeah.
He was going. He was coming. I remember when you first put me on. Remember when you walked me in the studio, it was like, bruh, this man is the closest thing to Tupac, and I fell in love with him. And then that nigga was like roommates when I went down there.
He was wild.
That was my nigga, man.
He was wild, man.
He was my roommate in the apartments you put us in when we first moved there. See, what y'all don't know was, P had us living in apartment buildings. I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
But we was all in apartments, and we had to fuck with each other. We had to communicate. I had to
That's
borrow
how we
sugar
spent
from
time.
him, and had to come over his house and this and that, to where we was all like this. So when we went to the studio, we was already family. Yeah.
And we got to, so this is how we handle our difference, because everything wasn't perfect. We put the gloves on.
Off the top.
In no limit.
It
wasn't no shooting or nothing like
put
that.
Put them gloves on.
Then come back. We all good.
Yeah,
we win or lose.
Put them gloves on. We'll talk about it later. Put them motherfucking gloves on. If you ain't trying to put them gloves on, stop the talk.
Yeah, stop all that. So now, y'all, it's a blessing to have this #1 at a time like this.
Yes,
and
sir.
When a lot of people didn't think that this could happen, and have the whole soldier movement. Y'all see what me and Snoop got on, the whole camouflage movement. You could go to Monyatis.com, MONEYATTI.com. Monyatis stand for motivating oneself, encourage you actively to think independently. And Nike did it. Why we can't do it?
Why not?
Nike was so big, but they came out their garage because we allowed them to grow and make mistakes. So I tell people, even if you're looking at this documentary, you had to allow me to make mistakes and get my production right, just like I did in music. So I had to grow. Okay, let me go find some great producers to take this to the next level. And that's what I done. Because at first, when you have money, just because you have money, it's a lot of people with money that's not happy, that's broke mentally because they can't get it together. All they doing is spending money, throwing it away, people playing on them. So you got to know, you got to invest in yourself. Everybody got 24 hours. I went back, studied my craft. I got better at the storytelling, everything. And I think in music, like I tell you, in the Bay, when people laughed at me, it was like, oh, that's a country boy. You know, he got bread. We're going to take, because even when I was on the road, I go on the road, people don't know. When I was opening up for Tupac now, I was out when the lights was still on.
Right.
But I was thankful for the opportunity.
You want that opportunity to soak up all of
That's
that
it.
game. All
That's
of
it.
this is game.
I knew how good this dude was. I'm like, damn, okay, I got to switch my stuff up. I got to get it better. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I tell people all the time.
If you get to practice with Michael Jordan, why the fuck would you want to go practice with Michael Jordan?
That's
I'm
what
going to pay to go practice with this nigga to get my shit right.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to realize it's not an L, it's not a loss, it's a lesson.
But if you're a student, you want to grow as a student. So that's
be
just a lesson that you learn from, so you can study to become better at what you're trying to be.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't want to put the work in. Then they get mad at you. So that's why I'm going to tell y'all, that's why I got in a product, because let me show y'all something. Product don't talk back.
It don't.
If I make $1 million, these noodles are not going to call me mad because he ain't make no money. Please, product do not talk back.
Hey.
He ain't mad. Product, I'm in the product business now, Snoop, because I ain't got to pay him when he go to strip club. I ain't got to put my money out of my pocket to take care of you to get your bros. I work for my money. So when I go somewhere, hey, couple noodles, how much you want? I don't want anything. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. You see, this is where I'm at now. I'm not in the music business no more. I'm in a product game. Product outweighs talent. Why me and Snoop still big financially, how we are, because we got in the product. Y'all see, he got cannabis. He got all these different products. He got clothing. Anything you could think of, if we think that we could put some money into it and make it, we're going to put our money into it, because that's what they do. Y'all, they keep brainwashing us like, oh, you only got to have one thing. So y'all think y'all just got to be a rapper. If you thinking like that, or you just got to be a basketball player, you lost. I'm telling y'all right now, take 20 minutes to 1 hour a week and go on the internet and pull up economics. Pull it up. Economics. Pull that up. See what it is. Pull up banking. Figure out what to do with your money. They teach us how to get money. They don't teach us what to do with it. So, and you won't be mad at nobody. I got producers, artists mad at me for 25 years ago. 25 years, I ain't selling no music. What y'all mad at me for? I got money because I got product and it don't talk back. Look,
Right.
I can hit it right now. Ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't gonna swing or nothing.
Just keep dropping off money. He just keep dropping it off.
Look, they didn't believe in this at first.
You said some shit that I never thought of, but I'm like, this is the most brilliant shit you ever said. Product don't talk back.
They don't talk back. Snoop, you ain't got to be mad. You got a nice big house. You got nice cars.
No.
You work for that.
No.
You go up in here late night, putting these tracks down, coming up with the product you have, going through those relationships. Got to switch it up. Think about it. Some of y'all in the hood can't switch it up. We can put a suit on. Yep. We know how to talk when we're in a corporate meeting. Right. You got to be able to switch your game up. Right. I take this product here, man. Look. He ain't coming out there with his pants sagging. I'm trying to go in the meeting and mad. Talking about, man, what you doing in there with them white folks? Like, nope. The product ain't going to do nothing but stay there and chill. Sit down. I'm going to put you on the shelf, sell you, and go make some more. Because I took my money that I hustle with, and now you mad at me. And you know I can fight. You already know that, so I'm not the one. Leave me alone. I'm just telling you. But invest in product. I do believe in God, but I do live an eye for eye. Leave me alone. I ain't messing with nobody.
Alone.
I'm trying to tell him, Snoop.
Leave us alone. We trying to live. We trying to be grandkids, grandfathers, man.
We ain't doing nothing to nobody. We trying to take care of our family. Hey, they keep asking me, P, why you gonna put up? Man, I ain't putting nobody. I'm putting this product out.
Yeah, that product.
I'm taking Auntie Mama and Uncle Ben off the shelf and put Uncle P on the shelf.
There you go.
I'm putting the noodles, the icon noodles. I can put our people on there, put our people faces. I know a lot of people I don't like Boosie. I put him on there. I'm putting Snoop Dogg next. You know, I put Biggie Smalls on there. Then people say, well, why you ain't put Tupac? Man, y'all don't even understand how hard it is to get the approval for that. Right. That's what I tell people. We have to start thinking outside the box and look at other people's life. You know, so when I put these noodles out, guess what our people say is, Snoop? How much sodium in there? I said, well, how much sodium in ramen noodles? They sold 10 billion. Y'all ain't even tripped.
Now they want to ask you questions.
Let me get mine on the shelf. Right. And then I can make it even more healthier for you. Right. But let me get some of the shelving space. They buy my potato chips. How much salt? Well, how much salt in Lay's?
A lot.
Think about it.
A whole lot.
Look. So they asked me about the rice right there. I say, well, is your rice healthy? I say, Uncle Ben been in that store for 130 years. Y'all ain't never said that. At least let me get in the store and compete with them. Right. They had a slave on the back of the box, man. Think about it.
A real one.
And gave that man $50.
A real one.
He was, guess what he was? He was a model. He don't own that, no percentage go to his family. All that time. We got to change that narrative. We got to educate. Let me tell y'all something. I don't pray for money because I'm like instant grits, add water, I'm going to make money. I pray for wisdom. Look in the Bible. You pray for wisdom, you can get the money. Right. And that's what we did. Yeah. We know how to treat people. We keep our word. Think about it. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I don't care what I'm doing. I'm going to do it.
It's a done deal.
I still got all the same friends. You go look around. Right. Me, Biles, Big Court. Yeah. This Jimbo, my cousin, he was locked up at the time. So he did 20 years, but he home now, and look what we able to do as a family. But now I'm getting his mind right.
Exactly. But that's what you always did.
See what I'm saying?
You was more of a psychiatrist to us than anything because you dealt with so many personalities and so many niggas that was dealing with hood shit, and you was basically showing us how to get to the next level business-wise and how to flip the script and change up and not just be one way, but have different ways of doing
you're going to have to be the hardest dude in the world. The hardest dudes in the world are dead or in jail. And when I talk to Jimbo, he did 20 years, I say, well, bro, why are you changing? Because you know you're around people that's changing. They know how it used to be. Right. Now they get around, like, bro, you can't hang around me if you're going to have that type of mindset. Now we're going to stand up for our family. Whatever we got to do, we're going to let them know what they're dealing with. But we come in peace. A good soldier prepare for war in time of peace. That's y'all need to read the book, The Art of War.
Speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to understand. That's how life is. We always being prepared. They've been preparing their families for years. That's how they have money. That's how they build generational wealth. They pass it down. We don't have nothing. We go, oh, yeah, well, what he did 20 years ago. People who mad at me that what I did 20 years ago, what would y'all be saying if I was dead or in prison? Y'all be, man, P, the dude, I used to take care of us. He did. Right. Think about it.
Right, but since you still here and you still having it, they looking at what they don't have as opposed to what
well, you ain't do nothing to get it.
But you fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
You gave everybody the ball on the 20-yard line and showed us the end zone. Now, whether you went in that way or you ran the ball that way or threw it sideways or gave it to somebody else, you gave us the ball on the 20-yard line. You didn't put us in the end zone, but you gave us a position to say, if you do the right things, you're going to get in that end zone, and I'm going to show you how to get in there every time.
So I'm going to tell y'all something. If you call yourself a real dude, a real nigga, whatever you call yourself, and you mad at me, you really need to look in the mirror. Because I'm not God. The Bible say no man, no man, nothing but love. And I done gave more love. Anybody that mad at me, I want to ask y'all one question. What have y'all ever did for me?
See, but you weren't supposed to ask that question.
But you know what I did for you. I'm just saying. So you mad.
But
you
you
mad
ain't,
because
when you ask that question, you change the whole dynamic because they can't say that they've done more for you than you done for them. That's off the top. Just because the heart that we have, we give so much that you do more giving for others than you do for yourself.
Think about this though. I bet you none of y'all can't say I owe y'all something. So I gave you an opportunity. Think about it, I'm a boss. If you came around me and you a worker and I'm a boss, I always say you go get your own business if you don't want to do it under my roof or my way. That's even like kids. Your kids can't tell you what to do if you paying the bills.
Go get your own
Go
apartment.
get your own. See what I'm saying?
Get your ass out. You don't like me watching this channel, go get your own TV.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
And they all moved out.
Yeah.
All three of my motherfucking kids moved their hot asses out. Two of them because of me, one of them because of their mama. And that's just what it is. You don't like shit around here, get your ass out.
So think about this, Snoop. Grown men that was 20 years ago. What is y'all mad about when you got your own kids now? And I ain't been around you in 20 years.
But P, that to me is envy.
Yeah.
And it's envy. And I watched that with Don King. Because Don King, it was like how me and you is.
Yeah.
He got all these boxers paid and he still had all this money and the boxers was mad at him. Now, the fuck is you mad at the man that put you in the game and still got his and you dropped the ball?
Man, let me tell y'all something. When I was in the hood, right? If I go to one of the big homies and I get some work from them, when I spend my money, I'm going to either have to come back and get some more work. He ain't gonna say, here, big dog, you know, whatever he gave you, that's you. Whatever you do with it. You know what I'm saying? If I go buy me a car right now and I'm broke.
You blew it.
See what I'm saying? And you know Snoop at the time, most of the dudes with us, they don't want to admit it. They was making it rain in the club.
Man, you taught me how to go get a house in my name.
Yeah.
Go get a car for my wife. Go get a car for me. Then I brought my studio to New Orleans, but you showed me how to stay confined within, like, nigga, all you gotta do is go to the studio and back home. Studio, back, you ain't gotta go to the club, you ain't gotta do nothing. Like, don't let them niggas take you to New Orleans. I went a couple times with Soulja Slim and C Murder, I can't help it. I went a couple times, but you used to always say, nigga, don't go back. You told us, like, standing on that shit.
Don't let them trick you out your position. Think about it. When we go back to help the kids in the community and take care and feed the elderly. But when y'all got to realize you just cheese for the rats.
Right.
That's why so many people that make it lose their lives because they trying to prove something. Let me tell you something. Dude hit me up on social media and he said, yeah, I'm the dude who used to beat you up in middle school.
I got one of them niggas.
And guess what I said? I said, well, do it now. That's what I said, Snoop. Do it now. That's the only thing you can remember. And when I see him, I pull him up. Little bitty dude. He ain't even grow.
Yeah, he's still in the 3rd grade. And he living off of that. I got a nigga just like that just loves telling niggas, you know, I used to beat this nigga up in the 7th grade. I'm like, you know what, cuz, you say that shit one more time, we gonna put the 7th grade in 2020. Nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass right now. I've been in the gym, nigga. I'm gonna try this new kick out on your ass.
Isn't that where they mindset at, man?
Because that's what the hood breeds. Like,
now,
you can't outthink.
Nah, let me tell y'all something, right? So I know some dudes when I was at school at Booker T, right? In the 9th grade year, they was the nicest dudes I ever wanted to meet. See, by the 12th grade year, when they got them pistols, Snoop, they was the most dangerous dudes I ever met in the world. You couldn't tell a joke to them. You couldn't say nothing. So you got to realize that you don't mess with people. You don't pick on people. And this happened in real life. I'm going to tell y'all something. I got into it with a dude. I know his number guard. He had a gun. He's shaking. He tell me, what you going to do? And I'm like, bro, I ain't even did. You mad about somebody else. I took the gun out of his hands. That was number guard. Think about it. When you do right.
Hell yeah.
When you do right. If he got a plan for you, nobody can stop it.
No, that's his plan. His plan is for you to still be here.
Yeah.
Still educating, elevating, and pushing past the hate with love. Because, see, you not matching the hate that you getting with the hate that you throwing back out. You throwing out love.
Think about it. Even the stuff with Suge, which I know he was at a different mindset, but when he called me, I was calm when I told him what I told him.
Right.
And just left it like that. And then when I seen him again, we did business with you.
Because he respected you.
You see what I'm saying?
See, that's what niggas don't understand. he respected you. Nobody else could have did that deal because he didn't respect nobody in the fucking rap game. Nobody. He respected you enough to say, you know what? I'm going to pull this business deal off with you.
Yeah. Until this day, Snoop, and you know this, have I ever said anything about any of his partners, all the dudes that talk and do all that? I've never said nothing. It ain't my business. Whatever they want to think,
you pulled me off of them niggas.
Yeah.
Because I was on their head and you was like, nigga, we not finna say nothing bad about them niggas. We finna be
we about to
no
mess our
limit business.
blessings
We
up.
on this shit right here.
Think
Let
about
that
it.
shit go.
Man, we going to get some money.
Yeah,
we ain't trying to go to
you
jail.
trained me to lose that spirit of, I want to fuck them niggas up. It's like if a nigga on your head and they feel like you weak, you just something about you as a man that just say like, I got to defend myself. But you took that away from me to say, nigga, fuck that, live.
Right.
Stop living to die.
Ain't nothing wrong
but
with
live.
defending yourself if something happened.
Right.
Somebody run
But
up
don't
on
go
you.
looking for
If
it.
you go looking for trouble, you're going to get trouble.
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
So, and that's what I mean. Sometimes a good run beat a bad stand. You know?
Hello.
Think about it. So it's like you can't play with no man and think that, you know, when you go back and look at times, bullies always gonna end up losing in the end. That's how David and Goliath. That's how it went. So you never know. It ain't how you start. That's how you finish. So think about it. When I talk about winning, you winning now. The people that wasn't paying you at first, wasn't taking care of you. When I seen y'all look, I said, man, this a boss. You know, he a diamond in the rough. You just gotta shine him up.
Right.
He about to go blossom. Bosses create bosses. Millionaires create more millionaires.
Right.
Because I don't want to be sitting at the top of the mountain by myself.
Never that.
And so my thing is now the ones that's listening, they on top of the game. The ones that was hating, they still at the bottom hating.
And that's crazy because you got a few good students.
Yeah.
Like I got a few good students.
Yeah.
Like niggas that I put on
Yeah.
that did better than me or doing just
Yeah.
as good as me. I really appreciate them niggas because they outworked the homies.
Yeah.
Like the people that was the homies that I gave positions didn't work as hard as other niggas that I gave positions.
Yeah.
You can see that paid off.
And that's how
years
it
down
be.
the line.
Sometimes you got to get rid of motherfuckers in your family that ain't right. So you got to look at this, man. Anybody that's watching this, y'all, don't let people take your kindness for weakness. If you a stand-up guy, I mean, they laughed at me with these shoes at first. Oh, yeah. I said, I'm going to get better. I got better. I'm selling so many shoes now. I mean, Kanye West, he done turned into a billionaire off of the sneakers when people let those, what they was calling them, homeless stuff and all that. Look, but guess what? We allowed Nike, Adidas, Converse, all of them to keep
us.
Yeah, and nobody say nothing.
Right.
And we get mad. Let me tell you something. I never got mad or envy at Puffy or Jay-Z. None of those guys, what they have. Dr. Dre, when he did his deal and all that stuff. I'm like, man, I'm happy to see black men that come from the same thing I come from be successful.
Right, because that's more doors open
Exactly.
up for us now. Now they understand that we can handle that kind of money.
Yes.
When you give one a B, you're going to have to give another one a B and another one a B because you're going to say, well, man, them niggas know how to handle them B's.
Yeah.
We know they can handle
And we
them
can put
M's.
more people on. And we can give more.
Man, because we running through M's left and right. So they know that. Now it's time to give us that B game so that way we can become more owners and more of the people that can provide for ourselves.
And we can stop worrying about we don't have nothing, everybody crying and everybody hurting, and talk about what they going to do for us. They don't have to do nothing for us if we create more of us. When you look at right now, at the Fortune 500 companies, it's only 3 African-American CEOs. I ain't even talking about owners. CEOs. That's a half of 1%.
A half of a 1%.
Half of 1%.
Niggas is 0.50.
So, yeah. So when you look at black production companies in Hollywood, we own 5%. So that's why we don't control our narrative. That's why we have to change that. That's what No Limit Chronicles, that's what the production that you doing and people like that. So we could tell our stories, you guys can see it the real way, and you guys can learn from it.
Right, without it being watered down,
Without it being watered
rinsed down the way they want to tell it, but we're telling it the uncut version so you can hear the true struggle.
Yeah, so imagine this, y'all. Imagine, so I showed y'all product. Imagine what it looked like into the stores. It's little or nothing. We are probably the only African-American owned companies that got packaged food goods into these stores, which makes no sense. Being able to do a deal with Walmart and Target and Kroger's and all these companies, that's what we should be protesting for. Man, we lost George Floyd. We lost Breonna Taylor. Now, if our money right and we know what economic empowerment is, now we could go buy the blocks back instead of burning them down and put the right judges, people that look like us, into office. Because we keep crying about who's not there, but guess what? We're not using our right to vote to bring the right people in, or we're going to keep getting police brutality against us. So think about it. We got to think outside the box, but we really have to do educate the next generation. And that's what if you have an education, you're not just going out shooting any man down or any kid for no reason. Right. You're going to think about it because you're going to prison. I mean, I'm fighting for C right now to get him out. We're doing this in a documentary. You're going to see the real story about C murder, Corey Miller, because his name is really in Matt. Their lyrics and their names got them
prosecuted.
Yes.
They tried to do me like that with my murder case. They were bringing in songs and magazines, shit, but we got it threw out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain shit wasn't admissible in court, but when you're dealing with it down south, it's a different judicial system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is, man. And our people, I just want to let y'all know, if we could do it, y'all could do it. Y'all see that we humble men, we men of God. We know that this success is temporary. We can't take it with us. I've seen a lot of rich people. The guy who created the iPhone, he's still making money. They tell us right now, some of the greatest treasures are in the graveyard, because a lot of people don't even get a chance to
that's
bring out their
Steve
dreams.
Jobs don't even get a chance to see what's happening right
Yeah.
now with all the
Oh man, let me tell you something. I see a black man on a boat that he created with his old lady. He never got a chance to even drive the boat, dog, that he made when he was alive. He was creating it. It never got finished. So, we don't need to let that be us. That we need that to be enjoy, celebrate each other while we're here. And I mean, man, we're gonna toast to some real shit because we did it again.
And we're gonna keep doing it.
25 years later, man, we still on top. We doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And we smiling, we happy. Y'all haters, y'all mad. I got a lot of frowns on y'all faces, but our fans, we salute y'all because we know we couldn't have did it without y'all, man. Snoop Dogg, Master P, y'all know how it go down. There's no limit forever.
Hello.
Man, because guess what? You know why? It's love.
That's all it's ever been, though, Pete. From the moment, I mean, when y'all had y'all offices up at Priority.
Yeah.
And you asked me to get on the mystical song.
Yeah.
Some gangster shit.
Yeah.
And I brought the cookie jar.
Yeah.
And we were smoking out the cookie jar, and I asked you, was like, how much you want?
Yeah.
And I told you what I wanted, and you gave me that and then some.
Yeah.
When you cut that check, you pulled me to the side, and you gave me that game, and I needed that. I needed a big brother to give me some information and tell me, look, nigga, you are a star, you are a boss, and let me show you how you can become that. Don't let this cloud right now be the end of your career. Let me show you some sunshine. Come on down south.
Nah, man, because you know what? Sometimes people shit on you when you're down. Right. You need people to push you and gonna raise you up. I seen that you was a star, you still had it. You could be with the wrong team. That's what I'm telling people. Before I made it, I couldn't make it because I had the wrong people with me. So now when you got the right people, look how it blossomed. It's like a puzzle. It's not going to work till you put all the pieces to it. And so I just think that our people don't understand that because they so mad at trying to get rid of. Everybody want to be the hardest dude in the world and gangster. Oh, yeah, I did this and I made him look bad. For what? What you get out of it? You get nothing out of making another man look bad to a man that got so much talent and got so much that he could give to the world. What about uplifting them? And that's how I look at it. And that's why my blessings keep coming. I ain't the dopest rapper in the world. I never tried to be. I am the greatest hustler you ever gonna meet. You ain't got to say it right now. You ain't got to say it right now. You can say it when I'm gone. It's cool.
Hey,
but you know that
because my hustle is your hustle. So
you
get all of this too. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. That guess what? You was able to take the game and run with it and do what you need to do. That's how we supposed to celebrate.
If you don't have a teacher, you can't be a student.
Yeah.
So if you got a great teacher, you can become a great student, and then you can eventually teach others how to do it, and you can rub off like with the shit that I do with my community and the kids and all that. If I hadn't seen you do it, I wouldn't know how to do it.
Man, I brought Snoop to the project soon as he got there. Where we went at to Rosenwald. And guess what? What I love about him, he was right active with the kids, giving back, doing what he needed to do. That's why God has spared us, man, to where this is history. This is history. You don't even see stuff like this to where we are alive and create more history. And still here doing this, I think is a blessing. I think if anybody really appreciate our gangster, then y'all need to look at it, what we doing. And we're not preaching to none of y'all. Because if y'all not right where you need to be at, you're still on the streets, do what you got to do. But if God gives you an opportunity to do something better for you and your family, then you need to take that. Because that's called keeping it real. Everybody in the hood think they representing the hood. That's cool representing, but just know you don't own that hood. So if you die in that hood, that is, you don't really own it. Somebody else going to come in, they're going to do another one and keep it moving. But guess what? If you do something and make it great where you could go back to that hood and help the community, pull somebody else out, that's gangster.
That's super gangster.
You know what I'm saying?
Gangster
That's
shit.
gangster.
We about to hop off in some gangster
Yeah,
shit.
you see what I'm saying?
Come on, Pete. Play
All
something
right,
for me, man.
we about to play some music, y'all. So
What you got? You got on CD?
yeah, what you got? You got something you can play in
I
there?
got a CD player.
We're gonna do old school. We going back on the CD because we're gonna give a bunch of y'all CD.
I got a CD player too.
Where that bag at? I got some CDs in.
Yeah, I got a CD player.
All right, where that bag with them CDs in?
Now we're gonna go live.
This is
It's one of my chips. Yeah, is it in there? I had a whole bunch of CDs.
Yeah. Now you going live?
Oh, should I go on?
No, I mean I'm about to see. Oh, you about to for that now. Now for real, what are you tasting that? Like what kind of like berry or like what's
Tastes like
What that CD player at?
it's on Apple.
so but
Oh, that one? My little portable.
you like it?
I have my portable CD player there. Check on that thing in the oven, Jack.
We got product, nigga.
Yeah, we about to go.
We like to bang this shit in the car,
Huh?
guys.
You sure?
My car bang, hell yeah.
You gonna bang hot harder than this?
It's gonna bang way harder than this. In the car. Y'all wanna hear it in the car or in the studio? Cause No Limit shit used to bang in the car, right? I remember when my nigga Badass, right? That nigga pulled up on me before I was even on No Limit. That nigga pulled up on me in a Cadillac. And that motherfucker said, make crack like this. Make crack like this. For all the dope dealers out there, make crack like this. And that motherfucker came on, let me give a shot to D-Boys. I'm like, nigga, who is this? He's like, nigga, this No Limit, nigga. And it was the dope, what was the album called? Ghetto Dope. Nigga, that shit, we was in the Cadillac, nigga, and it bang in the car. Like, most niggas was in the car. Most niggas wasn't in the studio piece, so I think we need to go in the car, right? Yeah, they say in the car, cuz. They say in the car, cuz. Come on, Pete, bring them CDs. The CDs gonna bang in the car, cuz. I got about 4 pod cars out there we gonna bang this shit in. Y'all come on, follow me,
We gonna
cuz.
swap it up. Let's put something else on. Snoop. Oh, wait up. What size you want in one of these jerseys?
Give me a medium.
But you want to do this with the mag?
Give me that blue with that mask on.
All right. Looking up for a large for him. That's a me, but you might want a large shirt. This what I'm really. Oh, that's short. You can do that later. I need a blue shirt. I got one in this form.
I need the shorts. I got a video shoot.
All right.
That's
a large right there. And I'm gonna change my shoes up too. You change me about to.
Come on, nigga. Shit, we pushing product.
Yeah.
But this shit right here, this a
Yeah,
go-go.
oh, yeah.
This is a go-go. That nigga had a cougar. Old school Bay Area cougar in the back of the motherfucking album cover. That's all them niggas ride is cougars and Stangs out there. Lil Rick, Killer Dayton's.
Brooke said there's a CD player connected to this room over here. But y'all. Okay.
That shit gonna bang in the car. All my keys is in there too. Be in the car gonna bang bang.
Okay.
Bang bang in the car. I'm gonna come back when I get in the car. Give me 5 minutes.
Día a día del género urbano.
Género urbano.